How do you know that it's not a money block? It's an internal game that's getting in the way of your business growth and your online launch success. Well, I had a really fruitful and really sweet session with one of my students recently. And even though she was working on all the marketing, growing her email list, growing her exposure, working through nurturing, she was still hitting the same number of students enrolled in her programs after her first wave of growth. So she had this massive growth, and now she wanted to grow some more, and yet she was hitting a ceiling. And she was feeling really good about her marketing efforts, her messaging. People were responding. She's been successful with it before. And what we both come to conclude and realize is that it's really an internal money story that's holding her back. And when I look at the communities and I look at my clients and my students, 70 to 80% of the time, once they dial down their marketing and their messaging, it's an internal emotional block that's in the way around having more, receiving more, the worthiness to earn more money and to have more money, to claim their ambition and to claim their power and say, yes, I want this, and I can hold more students. I can hold double the number of students inside my community, and it's not going to exhaust and burn me out. And these are the things that are rising subconsciously in the background as you're preparing yourself for your next launch, for the next bigger launch, and they get in the way. They show up as sabotaging behaviors. We create external chaos, or we make a change that just didn't feel right and it compromises the success. We didn't catch something we could have caught sooner. So here's what I'm going to invite you to do. If you suspect that for yourself, it's an internal money story, a fear around having more, making more, that's in the way of your next launch, of your next online business initiative, right? Because if you're watching this, you're probably preparing yourself to teach online and preparing yourself to launch an amazing online school program or training. So number one, for the next 3 days, I'm going to invite you to notice and observe every time a circumstance, a situation when it comes to money comes up. It could be buying something. It could be an opportunity to invest in the growth of your business. It could be someone offering you a really nice, abundant gift. Now, I'm not suggesting you go out and you start investing and spending all kinds of crazy money. You just want to notice what the thought pattern is, what the sensation is that comes up for you every time a money opportunity comes up. It could be buying, shopping something for yourself. Again, it could be someone showing you an incredible opportunity to invest in the growth of your business, whether it be a new campaign, an ads campaign, hiring a new team member, or trying a new channel. And you want to notice if there's stories that are coming up around, oh, I could never afford that. I can't spend on that. I don't know where I'm going to find the money. So that's number one, is to reflect. And number two, for the next 40 days, at least, if not more, as you're gearing up for your next launch, are you willing to double down on the internal efforts and take on a practice that's going to manage your inner space and your fears just as much, just as hard as you're working on the marketing campaigns and the strategy? So you're writing your emails, you're pulling out your nurture content, and you're preparing this program launch. Are you willing to take on a daily practice for the next 40 days or more that is going to give you the space to feel into this, to look into this? And you can pick the practice and what works for you. It could be a daily breathwork practice for 10 to 15 minutes. It could be a mantra that you choose to hold you through this for the next 40 days or more. It could be a sweet yoga sequence. Doesn't have to be long. That's going to allow you to feel what's in the space. It could be a simple meditation practice that is dedicated to feeling this and to healing this within yourself. Because if you're feeling the prompting and the desire for more growth in your business, to add more revenue streams with these new offers, then, and if there is some fear that you haven't resolved and addressed within yourself, you're going to bump up against yourself. And I see this so often. So if you're willing to take that on, let me know below. And I want to hear about your experience and what unfolds. And I can't wait to see what's possible for you as you move through this journey and focus on your growth, both on the marketing strategy and both on healing your inner self as we prepare for more growth and expansion. I'll see you in the next video.